something. So, this was from our friend over on Substack, The Naked Emperor. Follow them at nakedemperor.substack.com. But
you got new clothes, huh?
Well, not yet, because he's still naked. But
so was the one after, but yes.
Yes. What? Huh? Who's naked?
Okay.
Yes. So, the World Health Organization, the WHO, has declared the COVID pandemic over. The contagion of a virus named because its crown of spikes, Corona, is declared to be over the day before the crown is placed on the head of the WEF King Charles III and his coronation. Oh, look at that. Clever with the corona in caps and coronation. Oh, that's funny. Wordplay aside. Okay, I guess it didn't hit the mark quite where it thought. I think in years to come, people will look back on the monarchy in the same way they do with slavery. It shocks me that in supposedly modern day and age, people still think that a royal family is superior to them due to their one qualification of being born. Anyway, That's a discussion for another article. Today's post reproduces Julian Assange's letter to King Charles on his coronation. For those who don't know, Julian is the founder of WikiLeaks, which published a series of leaks from the U.S. Army intelligence analyst Bradley Chelsea Manning. I don't want a dead name, but at the time it was Bradley. She's since transitioned and she's now Chelsea. We respect her.
Yep.
After the leaks, the U.S. government launched by criminal investigations into WikiLeaks. With constant worries about being extradited to the U.S., Assange took refuge in the Ecuadorian embassy in London for 7 years. This asylum was withdrawn in 2019, at which point he was arrested and confined, mainly in solitary confinement, in the most secure prison unit in the UK, His Majesty's Prison, Belmarsh. It used to be called Her Majesty's Prison, but now they've changed it. Julian writes to the king from within His Majesty's pleasure. And I'm not going to do it in an accent. I'm going to read it in my way. But to His Majesty King Charles III. King Charles III. On the coronation of my liege, I thought it only fitting to extend a heartfelt invitation to you to commemorate this monumentous occasion by visiting your very own kingdom within a kingdom, His Majesty's Prison, Belmarsh. You will no doubt recall the wise words of a renowned playwright. The quality of mercy is not strained. It droppeth as the gentle rain from heaven upon the place beneath. Ah, but what would that bard know of mercy faced with the reckoning at the dawn of your historic reign? After all, one can truly know the measure of a society by how it treats its prisoners, and your kingdom has surely excelled in that regard. Your Majesty's Prison, Belmarsh, is located at the prestigious address of 1 Western Way, London, just a short fox hunt from the old Royal Naval College in Greenwich. How delightful it must be to have such an esteemed establishment bear your name. It is here that 687 of your loyal subjects are held, supporting the United Kingdom's record as the nation within the largest prison population in Western Europe. As your noble government has recently declared, your kingdom is currently undergoing, quote, the biggest expansion of prison places in over a century, unquote, with its ambitious projections showing an increase of the prison population from 82,000 to 106,000 within the next 4 years. Quite a legacy indeed.
Right.
24,000 new prisoners? A 25% increase? That's insane. As a political prisoner, held at your Majesty's pleasure on behalf of an embarrassed foreign sovereign, I am honored to reside within the walls of this world-class institution. Truly, your kingdom knows no bounds. During your visit, you will have the opportunity to feast upon the culinary delights prepared for you, for your loyal subjects on a generous budget of £2 per day. Savor the blended tuna heads and ubiquitous reconstituted forms that are purportedly made from chicken. And worry not, for unlike lesser institutions such as Alcatraz or San Quentin, there is no communal dining in a mess hall. At Belmarsh, prisoners dine alone in their cells, ensuring the utmost intimacy with their meal.
Yep.
Beyond the gustatory pleasures, I can assure you that Belmarsh provides ample educational opportunities for your subjects. As Proverbs 22:6 has it, train up a child the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Observe the shuffling queues at the medicine hatch, where inmates gather their prescriptions, not for daily use, but for the horizon-expanding experience of a big day out all at once. You will have the opportunity to pay your respects to my late friend Manuel Santos, a gay man facing deportation to Bolsonaro's Brazil, who took his own life just 8 yards from my cell using a crude rope fashioned from his bedsheets. His exquisite tenor voice now silenced forever. Venture further into the depths of Belmarsh, and you'll find the most isolated place within its walls, healthcare, or hellcare as its inhabitants lovingly call it. Here, you'll marvel at sensible rules designed for everyone's safety, such as the prohibition of chess, whilst permitting the far less dangerous game of checkers. Deep within hellcare lies the most gloriously uplifting place in all of Belmarsh, nay, the world of the United Kingdom, the sublimely named Belmarsh End-of-Life Suite. Listen closely, and you may hear the prisoner's cries of, "Brother, I'm going to die in here," a testament to both the quality of both life and death within your prison. Jesus Christ, so dark. But fear not, for there is beauty to be found within these walls. Feast your eyes upon the picturesque crows nesting in the razor wire and the hundreds of hungry rats that call Belmarsh home. And if you come in spring, you may even catch a glimpse of the ducklings laid by wayward mallards within the prison grounds, but don't delay, for the ravenous rats ensure their lives are fleeting. I implore you, King Charles, to visit His Majesty's prison Belmarsh, for it is an honor befitting a king. As you embark upon your reign, may you always remember the words of the King James Bible, "Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy." And may mercy be the guiding light of your kingdom, both within and without the walls of Belmarsh. Your most devoted subject, Julian Assange. Wow.
Allegedly.
Now, I'm going to say something that's no, I'm not going to say it. I'm going to say it. Chris Hedges earlier said that he knew that Julian had suffered several strokes, was psychologically and physically tortured, was not well. Yet, and mentally not well. But that's incredible. I mean, and I read it right away. I was like, how was it even delivered? How was it written? Did they even allow him to have pen and paper? Like,
maybe.
I hate that I even am asking that question, and I'm sorry for asking that question. I really am, because nobody wants to see this man freed more than I do, honestly. That's not true. There are
well, how many letters has he sent? Like, he's been there for how long? This is the only thing we've gotten from him?
No, it's not the only thing, but it's been very drippy and drabby and rando, and